Hello and welcome back. In this week's video, I'd like to talk to you about another lavalier or lapel microphone, like the one I'm wearing now, which happens to be made by PowerDewise. But this microphone I want to talk to you today is made by a company called PowerDewise. And this is the box that it comes in. And they give you a lot of information, especially on the back here, especially on the front. And if you notice, I'll pause this for a second if you want to hit that QR code, or even this one up here. All right, now the microphone looks just like this and has a nice little Velcro cable tidy already on it, installed on it, so that's pretty kind of nice to have something to keep the cable nice and tidy once you put it away. It is of course a 3.5 millimeter plug on one end, but if you notice the 3 black rings on there, that means this is a TRRS plug. More on that in just a moment, okay? This is what the microphone looks like. And once you take off the little foam wind muff, that's what it looks like. Let me just set that aside real quick. And I do like the lapel clip that they give you, because the lapel mic or clip, you can rotate it 360 degrees. So once you got it on, you don't like exactly the way it is, you want to maybe have the microphone pointing towards you a little bit, you can do that. Or like if you were gonna, gives you a little bit more flexibility. Instead of like this microphone, there's only one position to have the clip on and the microphone hold it. But this one, like I showed you, can easily rotate 360 degrees. So maybe you can turn it down like this a little bit here, see, like that little slant, so it's not as noticeable when you have it on. Or maybe you want it on a collar or underneath something. It just gives you a little bit of a good way to maneuver the microphone or the clip, so maybe it's not as noticeable. Now also in the box, they give you like a little bit of this little band filled with stuff, and it kind of tells you a little bit how to get up and running, which is really nothing. It's a plug and play type microphone, but they tell you a little bit about that on here. And on the other side, if you have a problem with the microphone, there's a phone number and an email address on there in case you happen to have any problems. You get this nice little package here with another QR code that you scan. It'll also give you like a quick start guide, and there's also an off in there to get a special adapter where you can plug 2 microphones into 1 camera. Read up on that. You get a nice little microfiber cloth, which is kind of nice, so you can clean maybe the lens of your camera or your phone. More on that in just a moment. They give you 2 extra foam wind muffs. You get a nice little refrigerator magnet. You get an extension cable as well. See, female end on one end, and a 3.5 millimeter plug on this side, which is, by the way, TRRS again. And it comes with the same type of little cable tidy, the little Velcro one. Now both cables, the extension cable and the microphone cable here, are both 6.5 feet long. So if you want to stand farther away from the microphone, you got up to 13 feet worth of cable here. So that should definitely be more than enough cable for you to use. The last thing they give you, well, there's 2 other things in the box they give you. They do give you this nice little, it feels like a neoprene type pouch, but it's zippered. Unlike some of the other microphones I reviewed for you before, which just had a drawstring bag, which unless you kind of tie it, it can easily pop open. I really do like this little pouch because the zipper, no matter what, will not open unless you physically open it up. So that's really nice to keep everything nice and neat inside the bag, and you know it's not going to fall out. The last bit is this nice little adapter. Female on one end, 3.5 millimeter on this end, but if you look closely, there's only 2 black rings on this one. That means it's TRR, or just TRS, I'm sorry. What this will do is take this TRRS plug, once you plug it in, and it converts it down to TRS. Essentially making this compatible with my Panasonic G6 camera, since it takes a TRS input. Now, if I wanted to use this on my Samsung Galaxy S7, I do not need this adapter. I can use this as a TRRS on my smartphone. So not only can you use this with your camera and or camcorder, but you can also use it for, say, your smartphone. Now, this is compatible with iPhones X and earlier, meaning like the 5, 6, 7, 8, and X. But if you want to use this microphone with the new iPhone, you're going to need the adapter. This is also compatible with all Android type phones and PCs. You do get a 1-year warranty on this microphone too from PowerDewise. Now that I told you about it, I'm going to pause the video real quick, switch out the microphones, and you can hear this in action. Okay, now I actually switched microphones, so now what you're hearing is the audio coming from the PowerDewise lapel microphone or lavalier microphone. By the way, just so you can have, some of you may have a better understanding of the audio quality, I do have the recording level on my Panasonic G6 set at number 7 for the recording level. Okay, and just to prove to you that I do have the PowerDewise on, this right here is the Pop Voice lapel microphone I started out with in the video. So let me hang that right back up again, and there you go, just a little bit of tapping to let you know it is this one. So that's it. That's my review for the PowerDewise lapel microphone. The one thing I did notice about the audio on this one is it's very much neutral sounding, meaning there's no colorization. To me, it's more of a natural sound, more like what I sound like and what my room is going to sound like. Whereas with the Pop Voice microphone, it tends to add a little bit more warmth to the audio. And what I mean by warmth is the mids and the low ranges seem to be a little bit more prevalent in that Pop Voice microphone. Whereas this one is more natural sounding. So you got to be the judge if you do like the way this microphone sounds. Personally, I do like it. It does give a nice natural sound. It's just warm enough, but not as warm as, say, the Pop Voice microphone. And until the next video, you have a great day.